What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my lab. I know it's been a while, but I wanted to sample out and keep trying this chaotic. See, the Kaotica Eyeball. I was pronouncing it wrong on my last video. I don't know. I was just out of it to a degree, but again, is it worth it? That's what everybody wants to know. We talked about the thickness of the material, how good the material is, the pros and the cons of it. I absolutely believe, and like I said before, I believe they sell different different sizes and different makes of this. I believe. Don't hold me to that. I think I saw where they had two different ones at one time when this first came out. I don't know if they're still doing it. The price tag on this Kaotica Eyeball is $198, $198 average, and they do sell these pop shields separately, and you can get them in all the different colors. Would I continue to recommend it after a few weeks, almost a month or two of use? I've used this in the field where they say, hey, you can put this on anywhere and get good sound isolation. I found that not to be true. Not to be true. It does not give me great sound isolation. I was still picking up things and noises that were around me still. In my last video, if you go down, man, you guys can check that out. I'll try and remember and put a link up, to the last video about this. It's a very good looking piece. The foam is thick, but I do see it crumbling as you change mics and stuff like that. This would be something that if you used it, you would put it on the mic stand and leave it, and then you would have to order another one per mic, and that can be very costly. I think they should have thought that out a little better. Maybe they did and say, hey, we can make money that way if they just keep buying more and more for each mic. Aesthetically, sitting in the studio, in your lab, it looks beautiful. And again, it's not totally bad on vocals. But the biggest claim is isolation and noise. A mobile sound booth. A mobile sound booth. It is falling way short. Would I pay $198 for this? Probably not. To me, I would probably charge $39.95 or $40 for this and sell it just as a good mic cover or pop shield or something like that. It does work with smaller microphones. If you get a smaller microphone, smaller condensers or whatever that you have, and it will help shield out, some of those noises, because again, the spacing in here, and you want to get the mic in here. Let me take this out, the screen. So you want to get the mic in here and you want it about at that height, realistically. And I think that will give you a little better coverage. A lot of the mics I use are pushing more towards the top, and that might be causing somewhat of an issue. But no, I have to take that back, because we did use a smaller mic. And the sound quality was slightly a little better, but it was not $198 better. No, it was not. I'm not bashing on them at all. I just think this kind of was a fad thing, and everybody rushed out and was buying them for a couple of hundred. And I know, like I said, they were using a lot of celebrities and stuff like that to push, hey man, this is, get this is off the chain, and wow. And yeah, in a reasonable studio setting, I think this would be, cool, because in most studios you're going to have decent isolation anyway. But again, the claim was take it anywhere to work anywhere. So when we took it outside, we were still picking up birds. We were still picking up automobile noises coming by and stuff like that. Even stuff from far distances, train and bus noises that were a few blocks down. So it was still picking it up, even when you put this part to the back of the noise. So we tried it this way, we tried it this way, so yeah, Yeah, because we were trying to do like a little video shoot, you know, for a little music video, and it was just picking up some things that we did not want. We were trying to do some on location stuff for some future videos that I'm going to be posting and putting up for you guys very soon. You got to know that everything that we do or that I do, man, I need your help. You know, please like, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, man. I want to say I appreciate all you guys, man, that have been subscribing and recommending and communicating with me. I love the fact that you communicate with me, whether you agree with me or you disagree with me, or you like the content and material that I'm bringing you, man. You know, I definitely appreciate that. And I try and reply back to everybody as soon as I see it. I try and hit you while it's still fresh in my mind. I try not to let it linger. I try and get right back to you guys right away to let you know what's going on and or to answer your questions. So I made my 100 subscribers, you know, which is like, ooh, a whole 100 subscribers. But I mean, that's something. I know with YouTube, consistency is the biggest thing, you know, staying consistent in content and stuff like that. So YouTube keeps you flowing in the engine and all that kind of stuff. You know, I keep saying I'm going to get on this old classic Techniques 1200 and see what the problem is. And we'll probably do that together. I'm going to take it apart and we'll, you know, investigate it together and see, you know, what kind of problems it's going to have or what it's having. So we'll get into that. If you have that particular old turntable that needs reviving, I'm going to get into reviving some old vinyl and stuff like that. But my YouTube channel is not strictly about music. When I say my lab means anything that I work on. I know they had some videos out, you know, recently, you know, where people are asking, well, how do you remove deck boards, you know, from a deck, and how does that work, you know, when they're nailed in rather than screwed in. And I saw a few videos where guys was, you know, saying, hey, you know, you got to grind them off, you got to grind the nails, or you got to pry them up this way. And I found an absolute easier way to do that. And I meant to video it and show it, but I got so engulfed in doing the job that I just got lazy and didn't set up the cameras to do it. But what I will do is go back, set up cameras, and show you guys how I did it and give you an idea how that's done. I'm also starting another project, my 325i BMW. We're going to do some customization. We're going to be working on the engine. So if you're interested in that, man, leave me some comments and say, yeah, Derek, I want to see you do that BMW 325i. You know, I'm working with my dad on a project that, you know, my dad's going through some health things, and I'm really happy to do this with him, this project. But we're working on my El Camino. I have a El Camino 71, I think it's 71 El Camino. Putting in a big block, some, you know, headers, you know, new tires, you know, paint job. So I want to take you guys through all of that process. We have some new gear coming in. I mean, people are asking about, you know, the Ableton, you know, Ableton products, MPC products. I'm talking with some agents and dealers now to see if they can get me these products on loan to utilize them so I can show you guys what's going on. I'm comfortable with, you know, the hardware and software that I have currently, so I don't really have a desire to buy a lot of new stuff. I am going to demo a few new headphones that came in from Sony and Panasonic that I'm going to talk to you guys about that you may or may not want to deal with. So, I mean, also, if there's something that you would like me to investigate or check into for you via the audio product or a microphone, or, you know, which is an audio product, or things like, you know, this, man, definitely, you know, hit me up. Just leave me a message. Say, hey, you know, Derek Smoking, can you look into this for me, or can you find out some information for me? and I'll see what I can do to make that happen for you. But I need the likes and subscribes, because you all just don't understand. It costs money to do videos. It costs money to bring you good quality content. You know, especially when we want to do things on location where we got to have more than one camera, and we're just not shooting from the phone, or we're not just shooting, you know, from one Canon camera or whatever that is, man. You know, I want to bring that kind of content to you, but in order for me to bring it, I need likes, I need subscribes, so, you know, YouTube can start following me some things. I'm starting another channel. It's going to be the Smoking Ink channel. And that's really going to just be my DJing skills, mixes, if you're into, you know, house music, techno, tribal, Afro house, you know, that's the kind of DJ I'm on. I'm an Afro, techno, classic Chicago house DJ, you know, and a radio DJ on 88.9 FM, the booth 312, you know, in Chicago. So, you know, keep that in mind, man. But at the end of the day, if you want these things, you want to see these things, communicate with me. Give me those likes. Give me those subscribes. I mean, so many people come. I see how many people watch the videos and they won't like it. They won't comment. They won't subscribe, you know, but they'll take the information. Come on, help me out. I'm giving you information. Give me a little love back, you know. Help me, you know, and help my guys where we can, because there's so much stuff we want to show you, but it takes money, man, you know. And right now in the time we're in, money is real tight. You know, I know it's real tight for everybody, but it doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button or to subscribe, man. So yes, back to this. Is it worth it? Is it worth basically $200? No. And I'm not dissing these people. I like their ingenuity. I like the aesthetics of this. You know, it looks hot. And I probably will keep it and keep it in my studio and utilize it, because it's not totally bad. It's just not totally worth $200. $39, $49, $59, maybe, hey, I'll give them $60. You know, if that much, you know, but 200, nah, it's not doing what it says it can do, especially in different areas. And this is what their claim is on their sites, on the box itself, on the box itself, on the directions and everything, you know, that they tell you that this is a good mobile sound booth. And it's falling very short of that. And I did the test here in my lab, and I showed you guys with different, you know, different microphones, different situations, and all that good stuff. So anyway, man, please like and subscribe, please, so I can bring you more stuff. Communicate with me with things you'd like to see, and I appreciate you guys. Much love. Follow me on TrackSource, Beatport, iTunes, Derek Smoking Jones, man. Find it. I'm out.